So I question whether mindset is a privilege. There are a lot of privileges in life. Mindset, I think, is one of the ones that is there for the taking.
I think about, so I was 18 years old, dropped out of university, shoplifting, food to feed myself. And in that moment, I was entirely convinced that I was going to be a millionaire. What did I do? What did I actively do?
So you're just countering your own point that mindset is not a privilege.
No, I'm saying because I think that I have the privilege that mindset was given to me by my experiences and maybe by my biology. I'm wondering why in that situation, if you'd put me and my best friend that I talked about with the Subway example in the same situation, one of us would have catastrophized, and me, I just saw it as this wonderful stepping stone to the point that I went around my house videoing my despair, videoing my dire situation, opening the fridge. There's nothing in it. My first page of my diary on Facebook notes, which I kept, says, I'm keeping this diary because a TV production company have asked me to bullshit. I lied to my own diary because I look back and go, this kid was sure that he was getting out of here.
Well, I mean, I played tricks and games with myself as well, you know. I mean, I remember. I mean, some of them are hilarious, but I did the same thing, you know. And I said I go back to the concept of why, which is it's the experiences we had when we were young that formed us into who we are. It wasn't the shoplifting alone. It was your parents, it was your friends, it was your teachers. Like,
is that a privilege?
I mean, at what point, everybody has a why and everybody's why is affirmative, you know? And so, like I told you about the abuse story, you know, something really positive and someone really positive came out of that trauma. So, you know, I'm struggling to use the word privilege to mindset, because what you're saying is anyone who's had any kind of luck or turnaround or has privilege, where anyone who hasn't and has failed, it's because of their lack of privilege. Like, there's too many other factors involved in that, in those comparisons to oversimplify it and call it privilege. I'm sure there are privilege components sometimes involved in that, for sure. But, you know, if we're strictly talking about mindset, I think it's I'm not sure. I don't think so. It doesn't, because the control of our minds is the one thing that we own. It's the one thing that is not